What's going on, guys? You already know it's Coach Noob back in the building with another one. And as usual, it's going to be jam packed, full of jewels. And your time is always appreciated because you could be doing anything but you hear me checking out these reviews. And this one is wild. You know what I'm saying? It's about a man who had 70 men rape his wife. And he did that by drugging her every night. And then while she was asleep, he let the guys do what they do. So yeah, I told you, it's crazy. Anyways, man, let's check it out.
Supporters rallied around 72-year-old Giselle Pellico as she faced cameras for another day, and her ex-husband admitted in a French court he orchestrated her mass sex assaults. Dominic Pellico told judges, "I am a rapist like the others in this room," referring to 50 co-defendants also accused of raping his now ex-wife.
So it says 50 here, but in the story it was 70 people, but they only caught I guess 50 of them. And then she's 72, man. Damn, that's crazy. Goes to show how many freaks is out there, man. Many weirdos. Like that's the way that you got to get sex is by doing drugging your wife and have letting other people, you know what I'm saying, have sex with her, raping her because it was without her consent. You know, like that's crazy. And as I stay on my channel all the time, physical health, mental health, spiritual health, man. You know, decision making. Like this is a prime example of where somebody's mental is at and what kind of decision they make and how it affects other people. And obviously, this dude needs some help for real. Like you don't love that woman if you did that to her. You don't care about nothing. Like, man, that's crazy.
Only 15 admitted, with most saying they only took part in sexual acts. Pellico testified he loved Giselle well for 40 years and badly for 10, apparently referring to the decade when he drugged her to sleep and abused her.
10 years of that, man, that's crazy. 10 years of drugging somebody and taking advantage of her. And then these only 15 of the dudes admitted it. Like they know it was 70 dudes, but they only caught 50. And out of that, 15 said that they admitted to having sex with this woman when she was unconscious without her consent. Man, like, there's plenty of women out here, bro. If this is the way that you have to get sex from a woman, then you don't need to be having a woman, bro. You don't even need to have sex. That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get it from her. And then she's 72. Like, well, she seems like she was in her 60s back then or something. If it's 10 years, a 60-year-old woman back then, all the women in the world, and that's the way you choose to get it, bro. That goes to show you have no social skills whatsoever, man. You need mental health, and you don't believe in anything like no spiritual awareness. You know what I'm saying? None of that, bro. And you don't make good decisions. And that's crazy.
Inviting dozens of men to allegedly attack her in her own bed as he took thousands of videos. The trial has been going for 2 weeks, sparking outrage across France, with thousands demonstrating to support Giselle and demand an end to rape.
Now, and France is it's a little different too, though, because I went there before, and if you're 18, you can drink alcohol. You know what I'm saying? The legal drinking age is 18, and porno comes on. It was back then, like in the year 2000, so that's like 24 years ago. But porno just came on regular TV. You know what I'm saying? Like the news will come on, then a porno will come on after it. So France is kind of different. You know, they got the red light district and all of that. But still, like this is, there's no way with all that's going on, like red light district, all that. You still choose to get your sex like that, bro, from an unconscious woman, you a different animal, man. You know, it's just yeah, it's clearly it's wrong with you.
The plaintiff says she's dedicating her court fight to all women and men around the world who are victims of sexual violence. Earlier this month, Giselle testified she worried she was getting Alzheimer's or a brain tumor because of hair and weight loss and unexplained amnesia. Investigators say those were side effects of the drugs her husband was giving her.
And so for her to start losing weight, getting amnesia from being drugged so long is insane, man. And this guy talks about he loved her. Nah, you didn't love her at all. If you could even think about doing something like this to your woman, then there's something wrong with you, man. You need some help. Like, if you dislike somebody that much, just move around from them, man. You take it upon yourself to let other people get what's supposed to be the most sacred thing about the marriage, having sex, because nobody wants anybody else to feel how they woman feels, man. You know what I'm saying? But this dude just, you don't care about her when you do it like that. Like, you got to knock her out, take pictures of her, advertise her without her consent, man. Yeah, you a different type of dude, man. Like, you don't care about anything, man. Not even yourself. Like, you don't have no morals or anything if you do it like that, bro. That's wild, you know. And all these stories, man, people do all type of crazy stuff, man. You can't make this kind of stuff up, man. It's really how some people think and operate, man. And then try to justify it. Like, there's nothing you can do to justify that type of behavior, man. Nothing you could say. It doesn't really matter.
Tuesday, Pellico testified he tried to stop, but his addiction was stronger, adding he had a traumatic childhood and was raped himself. He begged for the forgiveness of his wife, children, and grandchildren. Giselle responded, saying, "For 50 years I lived with a man who I would have never imagined could be capable of this."
Yeah, man, that is crazy. 50 years, and out of them 10 years, she was getting took advantage of. This dude had kids with her and all of that, man. And you mess up your relationship with everybody when you do something like that, especially her, and not only her, your kids, and then not only your kids, your grandkids. You know what I'm saying? This dude was old as hell doing that to her, man. That's crazy, bro. Like, this is some movie type stuff for real. Like, it only seems like this type of stuff will happen in a motion picture, but it's real life, man. People out here making crazy decisions and messing up people's lives, you know what I'm saying, for their own selfish reasons. Like, yeah, something happened to the dude when he was a kid and all that. Okay, that's what working on yourself and healing is for. That's what getting all that trauma that you have taken care of before you get into a relationship with somebody so it doesn't carry over to that relationship. And he's using that for an excuse, saying that the trauma he had since he was a kid went unchecked and then he took it out on this woman. So that's a prime example of, you know, decision making and how it can affect you and everyone around you, man. And it's a prime example of mental health and the kind of stuff that you would even think of. Like, this is twisted to think of and do something like that to a woman that you supposedly love. Physical health, drugging her, didn't care about if she could die from that, giving her, she could have overdosed one day or anything from that, man. So this dude really, you know, is crazy for that, man. Didn't care, and that's mental, physical, spiritual health and decision making all wrapped up. Perfect examples of all of that, man. Didn't care about his family or anything, man, which is crazy. So just use it as an example, man. And if you really don't love the woman, just move around, man. Find somebody that you do love, because it's never worth it. You know, throwing your life away over something like that, crazy. And this is even, yeah, it's in France. We here in the U.S., but stuff like this goes on all over the world, man. People, mental health is mental health, no matter where you're at, what culture, any of that stuff, man. So it's a very important issue everywhere across the board, man. And if you do need help, there's places you can go get that counseling, therapy, things of that nature, and go get it, man. Don't be ashamed, to change your life, man. Do some critical thinking. Is it really worth it? Save yourself from a lot of trouble, man, at the end of it. And not doing something crazy like this. But anyways, man, it's Coach Noop, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're feeling this kind of content. And your time is always appreciated, because you could be doing anything, but you hear me checking out these reviews. And until next time, I'm out.